So this brings us to the first principle of differentiation. So we have seen that f dash of a is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h minus f of a by h. This is the derivative of f at any point x is equal to a. Now the general derivative function of a given function. So if you have a function f of x, so d by dx, d of f of x by dx is called the differentiation function of f of x. This is represented as f dash of x. So d of f of x by dx, d by dx of f of x is equal to f dash of x is defined as limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So instead of a, you just need to put x. That gives you a general differentiation function. So f dash of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So this is called the first principle of differentiation. So you would have learned already some of the differentiation formulas in your physics. So in physics, you need some basic mathematical tools, out of which differentiation is one of them. So in differentiation, you would have learned some formulas for differentiations of certain functions. So all the formulas come from this first principle. So first, before going forward, we'll try to apply this first principle to find the derivatives of some standard functions. And if this limit exists, then we say that the function is differentiable. If this limit does not exist, then we say that the function is not differentiable. So that comes in the topic of differentiability. So now, before going to the topic of differentiability, let us first analyze the differentiations of some standard functions. So let us take some examples. Let us take a very simple example. So let f of x is equal to x to the power n. Or this can also be written as y is equal to x to the power n. So what is the differentiation of this function? Or what is dy by dx? So f dash of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h, right? Is a formula that is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x is x power n, f of x plus h is x plus h whole power n minus fx is nothing but x power n by h. So how do you find this limit? So h tends to 0. Here x is a constant with respect to this limit. H is the limit variable. So if this question would have been given in your limits chapter, so how would you have solved this question? So what we do is, let x plus h is equal to t. So this implies this limit becomes limit t tends to, so as h tends to 0, where does t go? T tends to x. And x plus h is t, so this becomes t power n minus x power n by h is nothing but t minus x. So this looks like the standard limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a. So what is the value of this limit? N times a, the constant x here, power n minus 1. So this is the differentiation of this function. So d by dx of x to the power n is equal to n times x power n minus 1. So this is our first derivation of the differentiation of some standard function. So x power n's differentiation is n into x power n minus 1. So next, let us look at some more standard functions and their derivatives. So let us take as second example f of x is equal to a to the power x. So what is the differentiation of this by first principle? So f dash of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h, f of x plus h. Fx is a power x. F of x plus h is a power x plus h minus a power x by h. This is f of a plus h minus f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So that is equal to, so limit h tends to 0. So a power x plus h is a power x into a power h. So if I take a power x as common, so you get a power h minus 1 by h. So the limit variable is h. X is constant right now. So a power x can be taken out. That is equal to a power x times limit h tends to 0 a power h minus 1 by h. So this is a standard limit. Limit x tends to 0 a power x minus 1 by x is equal to ln a. So h tends to 0 a power h minus 1 by h. So the limit is nothing but ln a. So the differentiation of a power x is nothing but a power x ln a. And if you put a to be equal to e, so d by dx of e to the power x is equal to, so here in the place of a you have e, so it becomes e power x ln e. Ln e is nothing but 1 because the base is also e, so you get e power x. So the differentiation of a power x is a power x ln a. Differentiation of e power x is exactly e power x. So this is how we differentiate exponential functions using first principle. So next let us take f of x is equal to ln x. Let us differentiate the logarithmic function. So again the first formula is f dash of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus fx by h. That is equal to limit h tends to 0 ln of x plus h minus ln x by h. F of x is ln x, so f of x plus h is ln of x plus h. That is equal to limit h tends to 0 ln of ln a minus ln b is ln a by b. So x plus h by x by h. So that is equal to limit h tends to 0 ln of x plus h by x becomes 1 plus h by x by h. So x is a constant here because the limit variable is h. So as h tends to 0, h by x also tends to 0. So if I take h by x is equal to t. If I take h by x is equal to t. So this limit becomes limit t tends to 0 because as h tends to 0, h by x also tends to 0. Ln of 1 plus t by h is nothing but tx. So we have a standard logarithmic limit. Limit t tends to 0 log 1 plus t by t goes to 1. So you get 1 by x as the answer. So what is the differentiation of ln x? Differentiation of ln x is 1 by x. So we have differentiated algebraic function x power n, exponential function a to the x and e to the x, and logarithmic function ln x from the first principle. In the exams, if you are asked to differentiate a function by the first principle, you have to start from this formula and try to find the limit value. Now let us try to derive the differentiations of trigonometric functions also using first principle. So now let us try to differentiate some trigonometric functions using the first principle. So if you take f of x is equal to sin x, you want the differentiation of sin x. So f dash of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. This is the first principle, differentiation of any function. So here f of x is equal to sin x. So that is equal to limit h tends to 0. So f of x plus h is sin of x plus h minus fx is sin x by h. So this is equal to, so now you need to find this limit. So is equal to limit h tends to 0. So sin x plus h can be written as sin x cos h plus cos x sin h minus sin x by h. So that is equal to limit h tends to 0. So in these two terms you have sin x. So I'll take sin x as common. So sin x times cos h minus 1 by h plus cos x sin h by h. So as h tends to 0, sin h by h goes to 1. So this becomes cos x. And what about this limit? So I'll separate these two limits. So limit h tends to 0. So in this sin x is a constant. So you don't need to worry about sin x. And cos h minus 1 can be written as minus 2 sin square h by 2 by h plus the second limit becomes cos x. So now as you can see, sin x is a constant. So sin square h by 2. So to neutralize sin square h by 2, I'll divide by 2 and multiply it with 2. And again I'll divide with h by 2 and I'll multiply with h by 2. So sin square h by 2, h by 2, h by 2 goes to 1. This 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. So h by 2 is remaining. As h tends to 0, this goes to 0. So this whole limit goes to 0 plus cos x. So the value of differentiation is equal to cos x. So d by dx of sin x is equal to cos x. So a similar derivation can be done for differentiation of cos x also. I would encourage you to do that. So next, let us try to differentiate f of x is equal to tan x using first principles. So if f of x is equal to tan x, f dash of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So this is the definition of differentiation. So that is equal to, if you apply this for tan x, so you get limit h tends to 0. So f of x plus h is tan of x plus h minus tan x by h. So if you can find this limit will be nothing but the differentiation of tan x. So how can you find this limit? So what I do is limit h tends to 0 tan x plus h minus tan x by h. I'll multiply and divide this fraction with 1 plus tan x plus h into tan x. So let us see what happens if I do that. I'm dividing with this expression. I'll multiply the expression also. So 1 plus tan x plus h into tan x, 1 plus tan x plus h into tan x. So as you can see, this part looks like tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. That is nothing but tan of a minus b. That is equal to limit h tends to 0. So tan of a minus b, that is tan of x plus h minus x. It's nothing but tan h. So this whole expression becomes tan h by h into 1 plus tan x plus h times tan x. So as h tends to 0, tan h by h goes to 1. That's the standard limit. And once this goes to 1, the indeterminacy has been removed. So you can directly do the substitution. So h goes to 0. So tan x into tan x is tan square x. So the answer is 1 plus tan square x. The differentiation of tan x is 1 plus tan square x. But 1 plus tan square x can be written as secant square x. So tan x's differentiation is secant square x using first principles. So in this way, we can derive the standard formulas for differentiations of various functions, various standard functions. Now what we do is, let us use the same principles to find differentiations of some complicated functions.